Around 1 million white-robed worshippers, including 850,000 from abroad, are descending on Mecca. Islam's holiest site was off-limits to most pilgrims throughout the height of the pandemic. As the faithful make their return, business owners in the city are hoping to make up for the lost time.
There is no room for comparison with the last 2 years because the pandemic negatively affected the market. The impact of the losses during the last 2 years was significant. But we are starting to see a recovery on the business level. And this year's Hajj is good news to have a better tourism economy in Mecca and Medina.
Even though the majority of Saudi Arabia's wealth comes from oil, pilgrims visiting Mecca and Medina were also significant sources of revenue before the pandemic struck. In normal times, 2.5 million people go to Saudi Arabia every year for Hajj, Umrah, and other religious events, bringing in about $12 billion. The figure accounts for 7% of total GDP and 20% of Riyadh's non-oil income. The kingdom's looking for an even bigger boost, with plans to more than double the number of Hajj pilgrims from the pre-pandemic levels to 6 million annually by 2030. It's part of a broader ambition to grow the tourism sector as the nation diversifies away from its heavy reliance on oil. Saudi Arabia wants to attract 100 million visitors by the end of the decade, pushed by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
We are aiming to achieve 30 million religious for religious visits, and 70 million for other purposes, for example, business. We are putting all the plans to make Saudi Arabia, and in particular Riyadh, the capital of business in the Middle East, and therefore we will have the conferences and the meetings and the exhibitions.
For now, the reopening of the Grand Mosque of Mecca is enough to make pilgrims and businesses count their blessings. Rumeysa Codar, TRT World.